no, he can drop me off now. Yeah, I'm good.
This is the C8 Corvette, and this is me chasing professional race car driver Andy Pilgrim with my dad in the car. NCM Motorsports Park was kind enough to bring me up to the track and drive the brand new Corvette C8 and see what my first impressions are of it. But my dad had never ridden in a modern Corvette or been on track before with me driving. My dad had a business meeting in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I just so happened to be visiting the National Corvette Museum, and we were staying in the same hotel. So the stars aligned and I said, Dad, get in the car and let me show you what a track day is truly like. All right, first time in the Corvette C8, guest starring Steve Patterson.
What's up? You know, I haven't been in a Corvette years and years and years.
But and then you get in the best one ever made, possibly. So
yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. All
right. I got strapped in.
Yep.
What's that guy's name in Talladega Nights?
Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake.
Oh my God.
Shake and bake. Why do I have this goofy thing on?
Also, to give you a perspective, my dad is not that big of a car guy. So basically, this is all new to him. And also, you can tell the faster and faster I get the hang of the track, the more tense he gets.
Look at this.
So yeah, this is all new. This whole new, this is the first mid-engine Corvette. So the engine's behind us.
Shake and bake.
Yes.
Now, how big of an engine is it?
It's a V8. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this is nice. Look at this.
Yeah.
Living large in Bowling Green.
Yeah.
I had no idea it had so many turns on this track.
Yeah, this is what's called a lead follow when you go to a racing school.
Yeah.
And you have an instructor or a pro driver in front of you, and then you learn the track by following him at a decent pace and understanding the line of the track, the fastest possible line.
Whoa. Cool. Whoa.
Oh, this is nothing.
How fast are we going?
70.
What a ride.
We haven't even gotten on it yet.
No. But just the way it handles and everything.
Oh yeah, it just does exactly what you want.
This thing's a beast. How many times do you follow it?
All day.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So you get faster and faster.
I'd rather it be that way, to be honest with you. Woo! Shake and bake!
This is the real fast, weird one he was talking about.
Yeah. Whoa! What's that thing kick in? Wow, that's a tight turn.
Here's the drop he was talking about.
Man, I feel the G's.
Yeah.
Come on! Step on it! Woo! Wow. That is awesome.
As I started to learn the track and go faster and faster, my dad's posture went from more relaxed to tense almost instantly.
Whoa!
You okay?
Yeah. Safety first. Watch the brakes. Here's a tough curve right here. It comes all the way around.
Yeah.
This one they warned you about. It's almost a complete U, isn't it? I got a lot of sound effects here.
Yeah.
Get ready to shake and bake. Come on!
me focus. You're gonna be fine. Just let me focus. Woo! What'd you think?
Wow. That was unbelievable. Wow. Is this good?
He's getting...
No, he can drop me off now. Yeah, I'm good.
I was cooling down for him.
That was awesome, but yeah, you can drop me off now. Wow, that is unbelievable.
Did you have fun?
Oh, yeah. Whew. But I gotta admit, that scares me. That is some powerful.
You went about 120.
I know.
Yeah.
Straight down that stretch there, but those...
Well, on one of the turns back there, not turns, but it's more of a bank, we went about $110.
Well, I'm glad you told me I needed to be quiet because I didn't want to distract you. Because
you were just, that's when I started driving towards you. You're like, God, easy.
You can't be listening to me. You got to focus. Yeah. But now that was unbelievable. Wow. I just can't believe the way these things hug those turns.
Yeah. Well, this has been in development for years. I mean,
and the way they pick up. I mean, you're just like flying in no time. Look at this thing. It's like a spaceship.
Yeah.
Woo! Take a bite.
Well, I'm glad you got to get a ride.
Oh, me too. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was just going to watch some. Yeah, I definitely started getting nauseous. I'm okay, but I'm saying, wow. I'm not going to take this helmet off. I'm not sure how to do it.
All right, I'm with Mr. Andy here.
Are we good there with the social?
Doing, yeah, right here. There we go.
Perfect.
Perfect. So you have just a little bit of racing experience, just a little bit.
Yeah, much experience.
Give the rundown of some of your wins and also races you've done.
Oh, I've been very fortunate to run with a bunch of teams from factory cars with, Porsche and BMW, and of course Corvette and BMW. The Daytona 24, I've won 3 times. Sebring 12 hours.
No big deal.
Le Mans, been on the podium at Le Mans 5 times. Very fortunate to run with some wonderful teams. Yeah.
So what do you think about the C8 though? What's your opinion on it?
I think it's fantastic. I think they've done an incredible job with the car for such a huge change. First of all, the culture change, right? We're going from front to mid-engine.
Right.
Amazing. I mean, I think the courage to do that, and it's just such a fantastic bargain. And it's just a great car, fun car. I think you agree, David, at this point.
Yeah. Well, also to have such an amazing teacher today. He's been leading me, never sat in the car with me ever, but you just showed me around the track. And as you said, it's a very hard track to master right off the bat.
Extremely.
Yeah.
This you learn here, you're good anywhere. Any other track,
anywhere.
You're gonna feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I wasn't just talking out of my butt. It's so linear too.
Yep.
It just does what you want.
Yep.
And that's why I think at first I was getting warmed up to the car because I didn't know how much the limit was. And then, I had a little bit of push because my entry speed was a little too fast on one of the corners, but that corner's pretty slow. I thought it was a little bit faster.
It's
but
the longest trail braking corner in the world.
I've never experienced something like that.
You're trail braking into that corner.
Which for beginners, you don't really trail brake much at all.
Right.
And so thankfully I've recently learned how to trail brake, but and the biggest thing that helped me was putting the heel on the carpet better, nobody told me that over the years and years and years, like just do that. And I was like, oh, but yeah, trail braking for that long amount of time, you're like, this doesn't feel quite right, but you do it anyway.
But it's the slowest corner on the track, and you come into that corner in a quick car, you're coming in there at almost 120
You're going
miles an
hot.
hour. Yeah,
and you feel like you're going in slow motion. You're like, am I doing this right? Thank you so much for everything.
You did really well, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was an amazing time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am driving the Corvette C8 the very first time. I was fortunate enough to be brought out by the National Corvette Museum, had an amazing experience, and actually did a tour of the experience, and it was an amazing time. I learned a lot, great history, and finally, I get in the driver's seat of the Corvette C8. This is not going to be a full review, more so first impressions, because when you drive a car on track, it's kind of hard to have a conclusion about it. Driving on the street and on the track, I much rather have both experiences. Now, what I'm doing is basically the Corvette touring experience, and you get 4 laps, and it's helmetless. So you go around the track at a decent pace, but not an extreme pace, but you get to drive the C8, which is really nice. You can do it under 300 bucks. So driving on one of the craziest tracks in America, and my goodness, this is one of the craziest tracks in America. When you're going at speed, you have an area called the tabletop where you're going over 100 around a bend, and then you do the turn I just did at 38 miles an hour. So you have this incredible variety of what the car can do. And then if you want to step it up from the touring, you grab a helmet and you do the Corvette experience. They have an incredible way to coach you through this track. They ease you into it with a lead follow. First impressions of the C8. The interior feels like a spaceship, and the interior is nicer than a Lamborghini Aventador for the most part. Not a new one, but the first gen by far. When it comes to the handling, the first thing I noticed is that if you ever do find yourself pushing in this thing or understeering, it's in the front. It's not in the back. You don't get this wonky, out of balance thing. Typically, it's when your entry speed is a little too fast, and that's what I did. So let's get in it some. And you know, it has a nice throaty sound to it. It sounds like a Corvette. The weirdest thing is, so far, is seeing the flag emblem and hearing the engine behind me. Seeing the flag emblem on the steering wheel. You know, I've driven every single Corvette aside from like the C4 ZR1, you know. You have to think, Corvettes have been front engine for so long, and you finally get in this and you hear it behind you, you're like, this makes no sense. I think that the C7 to the C8 jump is the biggest jump in Corvette history, other than the C4 to the C5. The C4 to the C5 was the game changer for the Corvette, in my opinion, because it went to the LS platform, and now look, people are still using LS1s. So in automatic, I'm still getting used to the auto transmission. It's very similar to the one that you find in the new Shelby GT500. At the same time, I will say, if they did try to put a manual in this thing, it'd be very awkward. And this center console would be very strange to have it, but you can tell that they designed the center console around the Tremec gearbox, therefore that doesn't really matter anyway. The seats are very good. I mean, I'm held in place the entire time I'm out here, and as I'm doing this effortless, that was a turn at 65, like no problem whatsoever. That's too loud. That's 120. It was just time. You know, they've been talking about doing this for so long, and they finally made it happen. And the C7 platform was tapped out, man. The ZR1, that was it. They pretty much couldn't squeeze anything else out of the C7. I mean, the C7 ZR1 is bananas when you drive it. Here's the thing about the C8 though. This is a good thing and a bad, I don't think it's a bad thing personally. If you're expecting a very wild ride in the C8, you're not gonna get it. The thing about the C8 is that it's so refined that it does the job. Like, it does exactly what you want, and it's a very linear power band. So, very first impression, C8 is pretty awesome. I really do enjoy driving the C8 around track. It is something to get used to because your brain is just trying to figure everything out, and especially this track. This track has a little bit of everything. If you can master this track, you can master any track, because it has a little bit of Laguna Seca, a little bit of Nürburgring in it. You're not gonna believe that, but trust me, I've been there. It has a little bit of Nürburgring in it. It's got high speed, low speed, and to have the opportunity to come here and get instructed, do a lead follow, and drive the C8, what's not to like? You should definitely come out to Bowling Green, do the museum, and also come out and do this. On that note, huge thanks to the guys at the Corvette Experience. I've had an amazing time, and I will be driving a modified C8 on the street soon, so if you wanted a more in-depth review, that's coming, I promise. So on that note, I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.